Hello everyone, this is Kenny from Physical Gym. Wanted to create some videos to go along with a movement sheet that I sent out a couple of days ago for you to follow along in your daily routine to stay in good shape while we are closed and in this health crisis. So I'm going to actually do a series of 10 to 12 minute movement videos based on this sheet, so you can grab that sheet and follow along, or print it out and follow along as we move through this. We created these for our movement class. It's called Balanced with a D class that we do in the gym a couple times a week. And in my opinion, movement is the most important thing that we can do in our lives. Our bodies were meant to be moved. So it's a great class, and when we get started again, some of you might want to come in and take the class on Mondays and Thursdays. So it's based on that, and we're going to get started with our first movements. The first thing that I have on here is something called high knees. So I want you to just follow along with me, and I will be turning toward the camera and also toward the mirror since I am at the gym. Say hello to the sun. And just follow along with me. The first thing we're going to do is just raise your knees up. What this is intended to do is to work the hips. So I want you to just keep moving. And on the sheet that I sent you, I said do 20 on each side. But really what I meant was 20 in variation as well. So we're just going to keep moving here. Notice that I have now angled my legs out. So not just in front, but out, because your body wants variation in movement. So that's what we're doing. Just angle out a little bit. We're going to change that now. I want you to bring one knee up and either take your finger and move it out, or just move it out, just like this. So up and out and down, up, out and down, up, out and down, up, out, and down. Now we're going to go to the other side. Remember, as we're doing this up, out, and down, that not only are we working the hips, we're also improving balance. So as you're standing on one leg, as that other leg comes up and out and down, then this whole side, we're talking about the right side now, is standing and balancing you fully, the entire body, as you're in movement. So think about all the muscles that have to activate on that side, or whichever is your stance side, as you go through the movement. Now the last part of this particular movement, called high knees, is one where we add in some brain work. So as we move through this, I want you to put, we'll say, the right hand in the back or the small of your back, right there. And the left hand is going to go in front of your body. So you see how I'm standing here. It's right in front of the body. So the objective, once again, is to move the hips in a different plane of motion. So I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to bring it up over my left hand. And then I'm going to switch sides and I'm going to bring my left foot up over the right hand. I'm going to switch back, left hand in front, right hand foot comes up. Right hand comes up, left foot comes up. Once again, the objective here is to vary your movement in the hips in a different way. So that's why we're doing this. And I don't expect you to be able to bring your feet up that high, but your objective is to bring them up that high. So keep working on it and just think about how beautiful that feels for the hips, how much they love to be moved in multiple planes of motion. And we'll do one more, and that's good. So what I like about that is it includes the brain. So the brain has to communicate with the body in almost arithmetic movement to be able to execute the movement. So good job. So that was number one, high knees. We're going to go to number two on your list, is something that I call side steps. Very easy to execute movement, but I love what it does for, once again, we're still working in the hip area. And so I'm going to sort of stand on one side of the camera here just to demonstrate, and then we'll walk. And on the instruction, I have 20 steps in each direction. So I'm going to have you to pick up your hip, reach out, or your leg, and reach out Bring the other one over, but don't drag it, okay? And then we'll do that one more time, and that is the movement, and then we're going to do both directions. I'm just sort of demonstrating what we're going to do before we actually do it. So I'm going to get closer to the camera so I have more room to walk toward the wall. So what we're going to do is, depending on how much space you have in your area that you're working, remember you want to do 20 steps on each side. So I'm not going to have 20 steps to the wall, but I have to remember we're going to add the brain back in on this. So I have to remember how many steps I've taken in each direction to add up to 20. Okay, so that's what I want you to do. So just do whatever you want to. I think I've got about 8 steps or something. But anyway, I'll go. You go. Remember, you're going to do 20. If you want to pause the video while you do this, you can. But I'm going to do it just to demonstrate. And let's get moving. So I'm going to step over, pick up the left foot, but don't drag it. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go one more. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So if you want to do exactly what I just did, you're welcome to do that, where I did 8 steps and then, counted off till I got to 20 on both sides. It's a great movement. I actually really feel that in my hips. I love the idea of opening up the hips. As we go through this, you're going to see that we do a lot of stuff for the lower body because, in my professional opinion, from the hips to the floor, most important part of your body to keep strong. I mean, everything else is important. To me, this is the most important because if you lose your ability to control your lower body, then you lose your independence. And that is something that we want to work on to keep strong as we go through the process of life. So keep that in mind. Always have nice, strong, healthy legs, hips, everything all the way from the hips to the floor. Okay, so the next thing on our list is something that I call airplanes. The reason I created airplanes is because I'm trying to throw you off balance, and I'm trying to keep you as agile as you possibly can. This is how we do it. Arms up, so you're straight out. The other benefit of airplanes is that we can work our shoulders at the same time. So this is how we do it. I want you to create your own pattern in the floor and just watch what I do. So follow along with me, but remember you're just gonna do your own thing, and we're gonna go for 1 minute. And here we go. So I'm going to angle and curve and twist and turn and keep moving as we move through your own self-created pattern. Keep moving. There is no right or wrong here. Notice how I am leaning to one side, which is intended to throw my balance off, because I want your body to be working in a way that it has to adjust as you move through an imbalanced movement. Okay, so we can turn a couple of times, and then we can turn back the other way a couple of times, and I'm angling and turning and twisting, and that is about a minute. So good job. So if you probably see how your body feels and is adjusting as you move through that movement. So good job on that. So I'm going to do 10-minute videos at a time. We're right at 10, and then we'll go to the fourth thing on our list, which is lunges. So click into the next video.